Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Brandon Kavalakis. I am tired as hell, shouldn't even be recording. I'm probably gonna fall asleep, but that's not the point of this recording. The point of this recording is because I made a two-handed Nightblade Witch Hunter. This is gonna be a very interesting build, by the way. I really like it. It's so much fun. I've never played a two-handed Nightblade before. Nightblade? Whatever. I can't remember. I'm so tired. Anyway, let's see. So we're gonna go over skills, then the gear, and then the devotion tree will be in the description down below, as always. Skills. Now let me tell you, both of these classes, the occultist and the Nightblade, has +2 to all skills. So whatever you see in blue has +2 on it at the very least. Let's go over the Nightblade, since that's the most important one. You want to put one into Amarasta's Blade Burst, and one into there. I put two, actually. Or was it one? I think it was one, actually. I can't frickin' remember, I'm sorry. Hey, but you want to put one or two into each of them. Reason being is because it'll get your offensive ability up by a little tiny bit, not as much as like it would be on the other build that I did with the new Venom Pact build, which is built around Amarasta's, but also to activate a devotion called Guardian's Gaze, so that's the eyeballs that go around you. And that's why I chose that skill, putting 1 or 2 points into both of those. I max out Shadow Strike because it's very useful and does a lot of damage. It's also your way of moving around as well. Maxing out Nadala's Justifiable Ends, which will make the cooldown go down by a lot, 1.3 seconds, and give it tons of poison damage, which we do. And I put one into Nightfall. Oh yeah, I have +3 to all skills in this class. I'm stupid, sorry. Anyway. One into Ring of Steel, one into Circle of Slaughter, one into its Transmuter, which I really like because it freezes enemies. You want to max out Pneumatic Burst, you want to max out Shadow Dance for the defensive ability boost, and you want to put one into Elemental Awakening. One into Veil of Shadow, you want to put up to 8 points into Night's Chill. Or 7 actually, yes 7. You want to put one into Blade Barrier, and then one into each of these, except this one. This one I put 2. Because I like the extra armor. You're going to put a full 50 points into the Mastery Bar of the Occultist, just so you can get Possession, and if nothing else. But you need to get Blood of Drake and max it out, and get Aspect of the Guardian and max it out. Put 1 into Curse of Frailty, and 7 into Vulnerability. And that should just about do it for skills. Now, Devotion Tree is pretty standard. I would think so anyway for a poison build. It's very versatile and does a lot of damage. Only difference is, for a standard Nightblade poison build, or Witch Hunter in this case, is that I took Kraken, because, you know, we're two-handed and we like to attack fast and everything. So yeah, that's very useful that we can use that for once. It just amps our damage up even more. I mean, look at this. Acid modifier at 1362, and then poison should be a lot higher at almost 1800%. Very nice. Anyway, so going on to onto gear, we have poison and acid damage, health, and acid damage, augment. That's the Outcast Venom, if I remember correctly. A potent Outcast Venom. With an imbued silver on there for bleeding resistance and chaos resistance. All of our resistances are pretty decent, you know, all of them. I really strive to always get my resistances up as high as I possibly can with the build and the gear that I'm provided with. The Open Hand of Mercy, Closed Fist of Vengeance both have illusion Mark of Illusions on them. All 3 pieces of jewelry have Mog Dragon's Sanctity on them for health and elemental resistance, which we still lack a little bit. Which is why I have Mog Dragon's Sanctity and everything, because, you know, it helped a lot. And of course we're gonna get the full Dreek set except for the Ruined Dagger, because, you know, we're not using that weapon. So yeah, full Dreek set, that's the Black Gem of Dreek, the Mantle, the chest piece, and the helmet. Helmet has, right here, let me see, Sanctified Bone, Aether Resistance on it. That's the Outcast Warding Powder, I believe. Yep. Sanctified Bonus for Vitality and Chaos Resistance, of course. And yep, that's basically it for that. You want to put a Silk Swatch on both the Mantle, Dreeg, and Nadala's Leg Wraps. Aether Resistance in this one. Viper Fang Gripped, very useful in Venom. Slowing the target, poisoning the target, only 1 second skill recharge, always activates on critical chance, critical attack, I'm sorry, I'm very tired. Anyway, Unholy Inscription in there, Aether Resistance, Mark of Mugdragon, Venom Spine Graves. This is basically a basic poison setup except for the belt and the relic. Excuse me. 1 sec. Mark of Divinity. Extremely good roll that I got again. 655 health and 34 elemental resistance. Very high roll there. Highest I've ever seen anyway. Very good defensive-wise, increasing your elemental resistances by loads and giving you more maximum elemental resistances, and not just that, but also, I put an Aether Soul on there for the Aether resistance, and it's just very good all around. It saves you a lot whenever you're at low health, and it has a 90-second skill recharge, that's 1.5 minutes, so don't get down too much, don't get down on health too much. Now this is different. I put a Blade Breaker Sash. The reason being is because it gives skills in Nightblade, which actually was a lot more useful than a Thorn Girdle with a Misty Blade. It actually is more useful, honestly. Look at my DPS difference of 3,500 to 3,300, plus I lose some bleeding resistance by about 20. So yeah, it's just very useful, and I like it for the offensive ability percent as well. And yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Crit damage, the offensive and defensive ability percent, and the defensive ability just plus. Bleeding resistance, all skills to Nightblade. I just find it more useful, honestly. Same with the relic being Malediction and not something like Dreeg's Affliction. Reason being is because it gives us a poison aura, giving us acid and poison damage by 150%, and slows targets for 5 seconds, and reduces their resistances, that's all of them, for 5 seconds. And you get some poison retaliation too, which is decent. And I mean, I had a decent completion bonus of 2% physique, which is just fine, I guess. Nadala's Leg Wraps. Very useful. Silk Swatch, put an Aether Resistance in there. Belt has Aether Resistance. Everything here has Aether Resistance, by the way. And then finally the Vestments of Dreeg with the Hallowed Ground, which is for defensive ability and gives you elemental resistance with the Aether Resistance augment on it. Without further ado, let's begin this gameplay. I really do want to get into it. Keep up your Blood of Dreeg and your Pneumatic Burst at all times. You want to start off a fight by debuffing them and then Shadow Striking into the middle of them. That should usually kill them. Also, spam your Amarastus Blade Burst, spam your Shadow Strike whenever you can. As you can see, very strong build already. Not too energy intensive, honestly, but it's all good. See that? When all that shit starts proccing, it's crazy. Overall, very good build, 9 out of 10, no build is perfect. And it's very nice and versatile, honestly. Ow, holy shit, man, I take a lot of damage sometimes and I don't know from what. Literally, I just take ginormous bursts of damage, like I almost died there somehow. I'm really not sure how. See how fast that hero monster went down? Very nice. Forgot to carry some Venom Fang oil, sadly. I wanted to really nuke the warden this time, but no can do. It's all fine though. We can still nuke him pretty easily. Debuff his resistances. And you see his damage, I mean his health just ticked down real fast. Raw, you son of a bitch. It's just like, no, stop poisoning me. Yeah, dead. Ah, for God's sakes, man. Anyway, if you enjoyed this build, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, have a great night. Friends, channel in the description down below, and I'll see you guys then. Have a great day and have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next build video. This build was recorded on Tuesday, and will be uploaded next week, or sometime later this week, really, because I don't want to upload every day. I'm gonna run out of builds eventually, you know, pretty soon. I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.